Teamwork make the dream work. It do. Life like a movie where the dream works. It is. Betting on myself to make my cream work. I am. Making sound investments to manifest this.
This shit kind of hard though.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get mad. Well, you get annoyed, but you can't get mad.
Yeah.
You get annoyed, but you can't get mad, bro.
Alright, where we at with it, man? Off the cuff again. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you at. It's happy hours, 5 o'clock somewhere. Welcome to episode 4 of the Enterprise Pod.
Peace.
You know, it's myself, B Ward, and my brother.
Sport the gunfight with you again.
And we here just back here. Like, the week been weekend here. Like, I've been sleepy than a motherfucker, but you know, we here, man, and you know, making time to carve out and still come before y'all, which we're grateful to be able to do. Man, look, I'm just here for the giggles and shit today. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. So
today, boy.
Wherever we go, we go. Good luck.
To who? You? Because you look like you about tired in the bug. You like you still tired from last episode, because that was a good episode. You was going, boy.
Nah,
so we definitely got to have a good follow-up.
Yeah, that one was just a trigger, though. Like, you know how sometimes certain things hit close to home and you get passionate. Yeah. And it's like, nah, fuck that. But, now I'm just here for the giggles, man. What's been going on, bro?
For me, not much. Nothing funny, I know that much. That's why I look to you for the giggles. But like you said, we talked about a couple different possible topics. You mentioned child support. That's one thing. It's a personal thing.
Or the system that is child support.
Yeah.
So I'm not against child support, but I'm against the powers that be and how it can like stifle and stricken and prohibit.
Okay, so if we going here, this is going to be a good one, because I got not a lot, but I got at the very least, one person who's on Instagram, and it's a couple different things, and it's a whole corner of YouTube that discusses child support. And this was not supposed to be the topic. We also talked about the presidential debate. We had one or two other things that we just kind of threw up here, but since I just two puppets. Yeah, this one is personal for me. You know, truth be told, I'm on child support, and I don't care what you say.
I'm scared of that shit.
I'm all for supporting your children. I'm all for supporting the parent of the children. I'm not with this child support crap, and I say it that way because it's the system of child support, and it's also about how much we don't know and how it works.
Right.
It's so crazy.
I don't know. I'm scared of STDs and child support, tarantulas, snakes. You want to get me up out of somewhere?
There you go, fears we should talk about.
You want to get me up out of somewhere? You put them 4 things in the room, you'll never see them. I promise you, bro. I'm out of there. I can't even, I've gone through so much, especially when it comes to something like child support. I can't even say what I'm afraid of anymore. Not to say I'm not afraid of anything, but after facing so many different monsters in life, bro, especially the monster. So let's talk about child support real quick. First of all, it's a system that we don't realize we have to volunteer into. Did you know that? You mean volunteer?
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Yeah. On paper and in this system, any father who is in the child support system has volunteered to be so. Obviously, no one says, "Hey, put my child on." So actually, I did, but because of how I was thinking and what I was told to believe and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I actually did volunteer because I thought it was the right thing to do.
Son.
So when I say I volunteered, it's not an admission to volunteering into the program. So let's back up a little bit. First and foremost, when a parent applies for child support, right? When they get the information for the other parent, part of that paperwork in there says that when you sign in that you're volunteering your child to be in this program.
Okay.
So child support is actually a program. It's a Title IV program done by the government. Okay, or something like that. I'm not gonna quote it like I'm a expert, However, I've been getting a little bit of guidance from those who have gone through the system and have seen it from the other side. Okay, and so with that being said, it's a program that you have to volunteer into, but they trick you into volunteering. There's about 5 main critical documents that they need to get it done. Okay, I'll list them on there somewhere. I'll list them on here. But there's 5 documents that you have to have, and right now, for me to get mine corrected, they are making sure I cannot see or touch those documents.
Corrected,
bro. Because the fact is, if I volunteered into this, I obviously did it unknowingly. So let me see the paperwork that you have in your system that shows that I volunteered into this system, into this program.
Right.
Those are the papers that they don't want you to see because they finagled it in some kind of way to make sure you're in the program, or to make sure it comes out to say that you actually volunteered. You don't gotta believe me. I'm gonna also put in the comments and maybe in a link or whatever the case may be, a dude who's going around helping fathers understand this program or system, however we want to put it, and do the best you can for your children. Because again, this is not. I like how he puts it. He says this ain't no get out of jail free card. I like that because I'm all for supporting your children. I'm for supporting your family. I'm even for supporting the parent of your children. Okay, let's just throw that out there. But I can understand how he can see how people are looking at this as a way to get away from, get out of supporting your children.
Right.
Financially, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I don't want to throw it out there as if it's something that people should be running to in order to relieve themselves of their obligations or responsibilities. However, it is a way to reset your standing in the whole situation. I think that's that's a good way to put it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna leave it at that for that portion of it. But it's deep. It is deep. I'm telling y'all now, it's deep, yo.
I can imagine.
And mine, when I got divorced, the first marriage, no child support order was in the paperwork. Again, she was making more than me. I said this in the last episode. I could have did alimony and all that other stuff that women get to do for men, but I was a man. I thought that I was supposed to do things to certain men. Well, I was that type of man that the world wants me to be, that allowed me to get so. No. I'm saying a little different this time. I was the man the world wanted me to be to allow myself to be oppressed by the systems that be. That's what I meant by that. You see what I'm saying? So again, I thought that I was supposed to just stand up, get my stuff by my bootstraps. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, of course, we're supposed to do that. But when you got a system of alimony that women are taking advantage of, why didn't I think to take advantage of that when I was done the way I was done? Because I'm a man.
I need to get on Google and see if there's any dudes that took advantage of the shit. Yo, any dudes on child support? Any dudes getting alimony or any form of recourse from like a divorce or a split? Let me know, man. I need to know your story. City Boys up $1 billion.
Yeah, yo, it's.
But
I'm gonna throw it up here and I'm gonna give it to you just so you see, because yo, we got this case is being dismissed, completely dismissed, because they're
meaning they don't gotta pay no more.
Arrears being gone.
Nah, that arrears shit is what be doing it though.
Bro, I ain't gonna tell you what the arrears are for me. I could sit here and tell you my story. Should I tell you the story? You want to hear the story?
That's that again. Huh? I ain't got nothing but time,
bruh.
Shit.
Again, divorced, no support order. Right?
Okay.
She applies again. They get $33 a week per child, or for both children. I had 2 children
back then,
right at that time, right?
Okay.
Must not have been good enough. Takes my children out of state from me. I thought that if a male did this would be kidnapping, since there was no legal jargon about who has custody, who doesn't, because by law, it's just assumed the mother always has physical custody. And so now this language of custody, physical custody, right, and stuff like that. And this other language that he talks about when I got with the man about the child support, the different language that they use against us that we don't recognize and we don't know.
Right.
And so With that said, takes my kids out of state, and then reapplies in another state.
So that was like the cheat code or something?
That the cheat code ain't the word. She lied about my income. You know what? I ain't gonna say her. Whether it be her lawyer, or the state.
Somebody who had enough knowledge and wherewithal to advise her.
No, I can't even say that, because there's so many different loopholes there are. Right. The state can look at you and see what you're doing right now and say that you have this potential to make this amount, even if you're not making it right then.
So the fact that it's not like documented or like stated,
it don't matter.
They could go off potential.
Yep. For example, I was on my way to becoming a teacher, right? There was a hiring freeze in New Jersey, so I couldn't be. They couldn't hire me as a teacher at the time. However, being on track for a teacher or teacher certificate, or maybe they were told that I was a teacher or something like that. They went by a teacher's salary at that time. So in the paperwork, it says that I was. In the paperwork, it says that I was making a certain amount per month that I could prove with my tax paperwork. I never made that amount in a year yet.
Damn.
And I'm like, here's the paperwork right here. Somebody lying. Either y'all got the numbers wrong, she lied, Lord, something. They won't take it or accept it, bro. It don't matter. It's ridiculous, bro. So it's a long story. I don't want to get too far into it, but the point that I'm making is that if we want to discuss child support, we should definitely get into a big old group conversation about that. And I'll even invite the dude that gave me some information that's giving me a little bit of a ground.
Something that requires revisiting. Cause it's weird, right? Cause like I look at it, I be real cut and dry with shit. So I'm like, yo, child support, whatever that number be, once I pay that, don't ask me for shit. Like, not from a shit on my kid.
Of course not. Yeah.
You know how like something extra pop up, it'd be like, yeah, where that bread at? That's strictly for my child. I don't need you getting crab legs, getting a wig. Like, you going to Bali and bore around my shit? Nah.
And that's the problem. How are you able to?
Yo, solution.
Go ahead.
They should file, or they gotta file, or like make
I was about to say that. Go ahead. I was just about to say that.
You feel me? And everything they purchase for the child, they gotta take a picture of that receipt and upload it to the app.
I was just about to say that. How are you able to regulate WIC? How are you able to regulate food stamps
and regulate fathers?
How do you regulate those numbers and those things and on those cards, but you can't regulate a child support card?
Side note though, I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah.
For all the fathers that's deadbeats, all of the fathers that's not present mentally, emotionally, fiscally,
all the ones
first off, jump off a fucking bridge. Like, the quicker y'all out of here, the better. But I am gonna say that the way child support set up, let it just apply for them. It should be like some type of like advocacy for the fathers that do want to be present and like maybe just gotta combat like a bitter ex or bitter, you know what I mean? Like, it gotta be a fine line in somewhere to where like those who want to be in their kids' lives and those who do provide positive infrastructure to their children to be allowed, whether it's custody, however, I don't know what the solution is, but I know on the side of all recipients who receive child support from fathers that do want to be present and deadbeats, you should be required to document all purchases and have like a tally, almost like an accountant for the purchases of the used child support funds. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll bring a lot of things to light. Secondly, but for all deadbeats and all that, I don't know, like, and those who do want to be present, like that, you gotta first categorize them. Y'all regulating everything else. Categorize those fathers based off maybe a advocacy letter of some sort or some sort of poll. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, an app. Everything is an app, right? Get a fucking app, and then like, you know, maybe put the everybody do location allow, don't allow while using. Put that shit on always allow, and every time you see a motherfucking father near their kid, I don't know, put like a rears void, or like I don't know, give them like bonus points or some shit. Like, cause I mean, child support, outside of what the word and what it's supposed to be for, has also become like an anchor or like a jab to a father, like based off like maybe the mom being upset, or a father or a sperm donor not owning up the responsibility. I gotta speak objectively on it.
Of course.
But I just feel like, yo, it's no way to like just like categorize who's who. We got AI now. Like, what the fuck?
It's definitely possible. The problem is they don't want to do that because it's almost like that phrase. The system is broken. No, it's not. It's working perfectly the way they set it up to work.
Yeah.
That's why it's not getting done. That's all possible.
Though.
Of course it is in our eyes.
Yeah.
But for those who set the system up, it's working perfectly fine. You see what I'm saying?
Behind the scenes, yeah.
So that's why there's not much that we can speak on it. But who's gonna lobby for a law for that? When the fact of the matter is, lawyers are working for the system.
Hell no, we won't go. Nah,
but the lawyers we are paying lawyers to help us when the lawyers are
gotta hit. They're already getting like, hey, if you're going out there and accept that money, make sure you follow on this agenda if you want to continue to lawyer in this town.
Think about this.
That's crazy.
Everybody, most people who apply for child support.
Right.
And I ain't gonna say it's mostly women. We know what it probably is, but the fact is, the people who apply for child support will then ask for the person that you're asking child support from to pay the freaking lawyer bills. Like, if they already can't afford child support, how the hell can they afford the lawyer bills? And they always grant it to them.
Oh,
they always grant it to them.
Boom, like, let's just say.
So it's a last point that I'm gonna make. Watch.
Support. When they go and file that with the court, the person they file and receive filing and receive the support from required not only for the child support based off income, but the lawyer fees too.
They're not required for lawyer fees.
What about a public defender?
But they can. And that's. I don't believe that you can get a public defender for this. That's another thing. I don't believe you can get a public defender for this.
That's crazy.
But I don't think they're required to pay for the lawyer fees. But they can apply for the lawyer fees to be paid from them because they feel like they shouldn't have to apply. Well, if we can't afford a lawyer, we gotta defend ourselves. Why are they even allowed to come in there with the lawyer to come against us, knowing we can't defend ourselves? That's another problem with it. You get what I'm saying? So, bro, it's all ridiculous.
I do got a question though. I wish we had like a panel or a poll group
we could make
of men and women, right? Of like, yo, how many of y'all have the other party or the other parent that's not actively in the child's life or whatever the case is, the one that's not present in the home? How many of y'all got them on child support because you actually need it for the child? And how many of y'all got said party on child support because you just bitter? Like, I'm not picking sides. I'm being completely objective, but I'm curious because, like, yo, I done seen child support turn motherfuckers into failures to launch. Like, I know motherfuckers with 1 to 3 kids, they'll get their check. That shit come out about, I don't know. I guess typically people get paid every 2 weeks. You get $1,800 to 2 bands every 2 weeks. I seen motherfuckers' child support check be $800.
A whole rent, bro. That's me. A whole rent. Well, I mean, that's not totally me, but after having 600 and then 200 in arrears, 800 a month,
but bro, same thing. Like, you, like, shit. How the dad, what dad support that?
That is this whole point.
No, I'm just curious though, because like, yo, so that means for, let's just say at minimum 18 years. You stuck on your mama couch or some shit, or like a roommate, or like, cause like when you factor in jobs already don't pay enough to keep up with inflation and everything about the tax code benefits or reflects based off dual income households, family medians and things like that. A person making a modest income for a single person to get clipped with child support on top of any additional support that's needed for a child throughout the years. Where they getting that money from?
Bruh.
And then, like, sometimes, I hear some fathers, they say, hey, I pay child support. Ask your mother. Nah, I'm keeping it as being honest. This ain't no, you feel me?
Nah.
I mean, I guess in other cases, hey, I pay child support. Ask your father. Like, I don't know. Part of my voice.
The fact that
I'm just trying to figure it out. Like,
even with that,
where does the child
says
support
you're not
money
even supposed
go?
to talk like that. Or something. The court says that the court has a way.
You can't question. It's a legality in place. So where if you was to go to your child's mom, or ladies, you was to go to your child's father, y'all can't ask them about the whereabouts of the money that come out of y'all.
Oh no, that's not what I'm saying. Pardon me.
Oh, I'm about to say, God
talk about
damn.
it through the children. So if you when you said I pay child support, ask your mother or something like that.
Oh, you can't say that to the kids.
That might be considered wrong in the court's eyes, and you might have something against you when next time you go to court. Damn. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, alright, man, that's wild. Also, how come, I don't know how it be going down. I don't know if, like, dudes or ladies be talking too much or what, but how the hell the receiving party always know when to file for a fucking increase? Hey, I ain't gonna hold you, gay. Like, I know a few of my mans, right? As soon as they came in a couple dollars, next thing you know, hey, yo, man,
I'll tell you exactly why. Because they always run their damn mouths. That's why. As soon as they got $10, they want to post this, they want to post that, they want to do this, they want to do that.
Shit,
bruh.
Man, shout out to my driver. Lefty Red. It's just a wicked game, man. I really want to know what the solution is. I wonder if parents could have like better discourse or communication in regard to co-parenting without getting the courts involved, man, because I know, like, at any point in time, once you let anybody who not supposed to be in your home, aka your business, once they in and they get control, it's clips.
Right.
It's clips. Don't work out. Don't do that. Don't do that. We done had too many good times for your ass. Be out here, take me down there to the man. Don't do that.
Let me and that's what I want to end it off with.
We could co-parent.
That's what I want to end it off with, because that's the whole point, and that's what I keep on bringing it back to when I say that's the point. The whole point was to break up the family or to break up the home. You know what I'm saying? If the wife was at one point dependent upon her husband, and then the government says, hey, you can depend on me now. If you break up with him, we'll give you WIC. Break up with him, we'll give you food stamp. Break up with him, we'll even make him pay you child support.
Hey, yo,
why does she have to trust him anymore? So, I got your question. I think that's just the real point. If we are honest and we see that, we can then start working on a solution. If we see that the whole point is to break us up, is to make the woman bitter. They used to call y'all welfare queens. The white men or whoever.
Word. And I heard y'all
these reasons.
And I heard y'all fit was a jersey dress and chancletas.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, because we're gonna have to
we're wrapping up soon, but I do want to know, is the government the devil?
Yes, in my opinion, and I can prove it.
No, I can prove it, bro. Because
yes.
It seemed like the government, government.
That's a great next topic.
Unless the people are oppressed. Anybody who lit and kind of got like one up on the system, it's almost like they frown upon. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to die over this.
That's
shit,
the whole.
But I'm just putting it out there. I'm just, this shit get deep, man. But as far as child support, I don't like. Y'all should offer like mandatory counseling or like some form of couples therapy. What about couple support?
And the thing is, a lot of places do offer it.
Word.
But they don't require it. That is, I think, what you might be saying.
I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
They do.
I just want to know where are the resources to keep families united, man.
There are none. because that's not the goal.
Ain't no FamilyUnited.com.org out there.
Nah.
I get y'all run this up. Give me a couple dollars.
Marriage counseling.
That shit cheesy though.
It is. But the whole point is to put money into a whole other industry.
Word.
That's just my
trying to be a trailblazer. Y'all get us a couple dollars, man. Florio, get out of here. Nah, I got you. But it's just certain shit that I see go on, like in our community, amongst people that I know, don't know, and it's just like, yo, where are the solutions to certain shit? Especially in this case, child support. Again, for deadbeats on the mother side of the paternal or the fraternal, I guess whatever. Mother side, daddy side, your ass is fried. Cook they pockets, tax that ass.
Bitter mothers are deadbeats. I'm sorry, bitter bitches are deadbeats. That's how I feel. And even if you want to call anybody a deadbeat, if you look up the damn definition of a deadbeat, it don't say men who. It says people who don't pay their bills. Those are deadbeats.
Oh, it's just don't. So they don't pay their bills. So if you're a female,
my man, he put, because I got this definition from the dude that I was talking about, just to give credit to him, because I don't want to take credit from anybody else. But I'm even giving more credit because I want to put that on here. He put up a post that defined deadbeat, and so he was like, so if you don't got that, so if your cell phone bill ain't on time, deadbeat. I'm gonna leave it at that because it's his thing, and it was funny, and I want to throw it up there, and I'm gonna actually let him know that we doing this so he can see it too.
Deadbeat. Now, before we get to throwing terms around, we have to visit the definition, because the definition says one who persistently fails to pay their personal debts or expenses. So, if you got a derogatory mark on your credit report, if your 2015 Nissan Altima got repoed, so moral of the story is, I'm just saying, let's just make sure we know what we saying when we saying these things. And he without sin shall cast the first stone. Childsupport.com. But take care of them kids, though, man. This ain't no get out of jail free card. Deadbeat.
Because I think that his message should be spread a little bit further. It's called Child Support is Fraud. And it's based on his experience of going through
a new niche in the market. You about to run it up?
No, I found it because it was there and no one knew about it. It's hiding in the corner and stuff. It's all on YouTube. Look up YouTube, what child support really is and how to defend yourself. Don't look up child support is fraud. And if you look up something, because he's using that based on his experience, and he's using his experience to teach other people. So I want to make sure I'm not using someone else's brand or just being safe, because again, I respect this man and what he's doing. And so, I wanted to make sure we closed out by giving credit to him, saying that I believe that child support is built, was created for the specific purpose to break us in our community apart. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it does.
In closing, man, for anybody involved in child support at any capacity, I pray you find peace. I pray you find a decrease. But I also, seriously though, I really pray that, like, somewhere along the line, you and the child's mom or you and the child's dad, just work it out. You know what I mean? To just work it out. And I just pray that the child, fiscally and non-fiscally, is getting all the love and support that they need. On that note, I, B. Ward,
so the gunfight.
Oh, we signed. I don't see. I had a solo thing. I was saying I'm about to go take a nap. See, he on some other shit. He ain't napping with me. Alright, it's on you. I'm out of here.
I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm gonna just get a sign off.
Word. Peace out, gang.
Teamwork make the dream work. It do. Life like a movie where the dream works. It is. Betting on myself to make my cream work. I am making sound investments to manifest this.